I am going to try and do a comparison here between two juicers, and I don't know how it's going to work because it's just me here, and I'll put this camera on a tripod, but you still probably won't be able to see very well. Okay, first of all, I've got my Breville. That's one I use all the time, and it's not one of the more expensive models of Breville, but it's a great juicer. I'm very happy with how fast it is and that. Okay, so I picked up this juicer and I want to sell it. This is the one I want to sell. And oh, what the heck is it called? Yeah, this one here is underneath it says it's a Runyon HR650-1, but I also found one called Sharper Image, which seems to be just about exactly the same as this. Okay, and this Breville is the lower end of the Brevilles. I mean, it's not a Breville Elite, because the Breville Elite, the whole thing, like the top part there is plastic, as you can see. One of the things about this one is this spout. You know what's really terrific, eh? You know when you finish a juice and you take your thing away there, you've got to put something underneath there because it drips, eh? But with this one, you put this up and it stops dripping. The juice stops coming out. So that's a great feature. And I mean, they are so obviously made by the same outfit. You know, they are so obviously done by the same manufacturer. You know, they're just so similar. I'm also going to post with this another video. There's a fellow that has done a terrific review, but he's using a Breville Elite, which is all stainless steel. The top part is stainless steel compared to this. And he didn't mention, and he's also using something called a Big Boss, which seems to me very, very similar to this. Although he did not mention the thing about the spout. So I think it's the same sort of ilk. Mind you, you know, he said this one, I've also got a review of the Sharper Image, which this seems as if it could be, and there it has a lifetime warranty for the motor, which is 700 watts, is it? And as is this one. So anyway, so I don't know how easily you're going to see this. Oh yes, let me show you. I haven't weighed the veggies, okay? I've just done similar. Yeah, I've just done similar. Both of them have about the same amount of carrots, and I've sort of just done by my eye. And half a cucumber, half a long English cucumber, and then I had a half in the fridge, so I cut that in half. And a whole apple each, and I leave all the pips and everything, and I've just quartered the apples. And I wish I had more organic lemon. All this stuff is organic, but so I've just done. I had a half of an organic lemon. I've given it half each with the skin on. Okay, and 1.5. Is it 1.5 sticks of celery each? That's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, let's try that. I'm hoping it shows the same sort of thing. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do the Breville. I want to put a bit of kale in there too, so I'll go get some kale. Right, got myself a bit of kale for each one. Very noisy this, isn't it? Okay, I've moved this juicer, sharper image juicer. And I'll just move this one to the back. Okay, so see, I made sure I moved the spout down so that the juice will come out. Only one speed. Right. Okay. So this one is about, well, it's just about exactly 2½ cups. And as I say, I haven't weighed out the vegetables and things, so 2½ cups. There's nothing wrong with this. This is nice and stable. In the movie where he's comparing the Big Boss, he said it rattled around a bit. This is beautiful. Wow. There's nothing wrong with it. And with a powerful motor, like he's saying that he figures the Big Boss will break down easily, and I don't know. But 700 watt motor, same as that one, and which is so powerful. And then if this is like the sharper image, and the video which I will include, or will have alongside of this one, they've got a lifetime warranty for the motor. So then now I love this part of it. Put that up, and now it's not going to leak. It's not going to drip. Okay, and this one is, I guess there's a fair amount of foam there. Oh, this was, what did I say? That was 2½ cups, eh? And this is, well, and this, I suppose this has got a bit more foam, hasn't it? But it's actually only about 2 cups. Now, you know, that's, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think. Okay. So I have here a juice for my husband. That's quite a bit of juice, eh? I think these are both about the same size. I think it's about, well, that's quite a bit anyway. Let's have a taste. Man, is that ever good? Putting lemon, organic lemon with the peel in it really helps. Sometimes I'll sprinkle a bit of full spectrum salt. Sometimes I'll put a bit of full spectrum salt in it. But see here, there's no leak. You see that? No leak. Look at this. So I really like that aspect of it. I'm so enjoying my juice. So here I've taken them apart and cleaned them, and just show you a little bit of, this is what I use to clean out the baskets, and it works really well. Now you can see that this is the Breville one, and although it's still doing really well, you know, and it cleans up quite nicely, but you can see the difference. What I'm saying is that, what I'm trying to show you is that this one has had some use, but it's it hasn't had much use. There you can see the staining there, a bit of staining, but not quite as badly as mine, because I use mine an awful lot. And everything is ever so slightly smaller. You see with the, well, that's just the length of the shoot. See, this shoot is taller. It's a taller shoot in comparison to this one. But anyway, it's so it looks about the same. You know, you see this is plastic, and all of this is. And actually, I wonder what the comparison is with an Elite, because I think this Breville, I bought this secondhand, and I'm assuming that it's going to go for a long time. Very, very powerful motor. And this one is, yeah. Oh, you can see there as it dries a bit of use, but it's still, you know, it's still nice and shiny. And something that I like is that this is shiny black. Oh, you can kind of see through it, can't you? If I hold it up to the light, you can kind of see through it, but it's more opaque than this one, which is quite marked up. Eh? That's what happens with plastic, isn't it? But nonetheless, I love my Breville juicer, and I'll tell you, this is really nice.